Okay, now here's a little blip that you may not have heard too much about. It's where former Governor Ted Strickland made some comments about the death of Antonin Scalia. And if you aren't aware, he's running for Senate against Strickland's running for Senate against. I'm sorry. The guy that he's running against is Rob Portman, and Mr. Strickland made some comments. And to be quite honest with you, the comments that he made are absolutely on point. Now, some may consider the comments a bit insensitive, and maybe they are, but they're nevertheless true. Mr. Strickland said that he did not wish ill and didn't wish the death of Mr. Scalia, obviously, but that it happened at the right time, because if Scalia had been alive and on the court when the teachers union lawsuit appeared before the court, Scalia would have struck down the ability for the California Teachers Union in order to obtain union dues from people who were represented by the union but weren't actually members of the union. Okay, so I'm going to play the clip, and it's going to be a brief clip because she cut this off like really quick.
New reaction tonight to remarks from a 2016 Senate candidate caught on tape, now making headlines as Ohio's Senate hopeful and former Governor Ted Strickland implies that Justice Scalia's death saved labor unions. Trace Gallagher has the latest.
And it did save the labor unions, because Scalia is an anti-labor union guy. So he would have ruled again against the California Teachers Union.
Yeah, former Ohio Governor Ted Strickland is now running for the Senate, trying to unseat Ohio Republican Senator Rob Portman. During Strickland's campaign rallies, he focuses heavily on how important control of the White House and the Senate will be to the future of the Supreme Court. The death of conservative Justice Antonin Scalia left the court divided along ideological lines. And recently, the court split on whether a California teachers union could continue collecting dues from non-union members to pay for collective bargaining. The split left a lower court decision in place and prompted former Governor Strickland to say this. Listen.
I mean, the death of Scalia saved labor from a terrible decision. And I don't wish anyone ill, but it happened at a good time. Because once that decision had been made, it would have been tough to reverse it.
Strickland has now issued a statement saying, quote, "That was an insensitive remark and I apologize." He's running about 9 points down.
We'll be right back.
All right, so again, he didn't praise the death of Scalia. He praised the timing of the death of Scalia, which is absolutely correct, because again, if Scalia had been there, that California Teachers Union would have gotten screwed, as have a lot of labor unions that suits have been filed against, with Scalia making the vote 5-4 against the unions.